feature the Milwaukee Bucks as they go up against the Indiana Pacers. We've seen some solid play from this Indiana team recently. It's been a fantastic season for them, and this could be one of its most memorable nights, as a win here gives them the best record in the league. Well, the Bucks had teased it during the playoffs, and finally it's been revealed. So what do you think, Shaq, about the Bucks' new logo?
Well, it's a sexy transition from red to gold. You know, it's pretty cool. The secondary logo, and I know this for a fact, it incorporates the state of Milwaukee. I know this, Ernie, because you're from the mean streets of Milwaukee.
I am from but it's a city of Milwaukee, not the state of.
The starting lineup for the visiting Indiana Pacers. At shooting.
Step! The crowd is assembled at BMO Harris Bradley Center looking for a Bucks victory here in Milwaukee. And we've got it right here for you on 2K Sports. Last game for the Pacers, they pick up the W against the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And across the board in that game, guys, they shot the lights out.
Rarely do you see a team shoot like that from everybody. I mean, they were getting scoring from every position all over the court.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for Indiana, Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Hill is out there with Freak, and it's Chalmers in at the one. So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Sanders with a screen on Chalmers. In the corner, it's Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so here is Indiana. Freak with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Freak kicks to Stuckey. To the middle. Hill, no good. Chalmers against Antetokounmpo. Carter Williams, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Parker. And that's collected by Hill.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Antetokounmpo on the double team. Here's Chalmers. Hill, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And the basket good.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Freak sets a screen for Stuckey, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And the idea of setting a screen on that play was right, but just poor execution.
Yeah, it just can't be a hard screen at all costs. There is a legality to how you set a screen, so you've got to be inside of both lines, legal and hard.
There's the pick. Carter Williams dishes to Parker. Shot from 12, and he gets it to go. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. The dish to Stuckey. Freak with it. He's picked up by Parker. Antetokounmpo with the ball. 8 points his last outing. They double him with Freak. Harris kicks to Parker. And there are the Bucks with another bucket. Here's Chalmers. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And the wide open shot from Stuckey. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Carter Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. Lets a floater go. He takes it up and lays it in. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Stuckey passes to Freak. Back to Stuckey. Nobody near George. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. George has got his second basket. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Carter Williams dishes to Sanders. There's a good screen. Pass to Antetokounmpo. No good. Excellent D there from George.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Hill throws it down.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound, a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Sanders. Aminu comes in for Jabari Parker. Abs checked in for Harris. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Carter Williams. Here's Ellis. Out is Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Can't get it to go.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
That's no good, and he's 3 for 5.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Hill kicks to Freak. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first. And Monte Ellis the bucket on the assist by Freak. Ellis has got his first 3 points of the game. The Bucks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Galloway. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Pass to Freak. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And there's the pass to Aminu. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Antetokounmpo kicks to Crabbe. And it's off from 3-point range. So for the Bucks, their last game a loss to New York.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
Good on the shot.
Langston Galloway. And now your Milwaukee Bucks dancers.
And now the second quarter. Checked in for Turner. Stuckey comes in for C.J. Miles. And it's Chalmers in for George Hill. Antetokounmpo is out there with Aminu. Then it's Sanders. Then it's Michael Carter Williams. And it's Harris in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Well, so important to have three-point shooters that can stretch the defense and open things up. These small forwards have been doing just that over the last month. Paul George on top.
I mean, his range is about as long as it gets. I mean, you better have someone on him as soon as he crosses half court, or he just might drop a bomb on you.
You got to keep his airspace limited, right up in it. There have been a lot of great bombers at small forward over the years, and with that percentage of his, he's right up there with them.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Thunder, boy, was he tremendous. He ended with 32 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Hill, he's checked in for Lee, and it's Ellison for Rodney Stuckey.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Indiana leading. We've got 1:55 left now here in the second. Over to the wing. Here's Freak. 32 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And don't forget about the 4 blocks. Just a big all-around game, particularly on the defensive side.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Back to Ellis. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1:21 left in the first half of basketball. Harris outside. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. It's stolen by Aminu. And he dunks it down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And that one's good. Freak.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
41 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Sanders with a screen on Chalmers. Carter Williams, the pass to Sanders. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Freak. And he slams it one-handed.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-handed.
Sanders with a screen on Chalmers. Here's Carter Williams. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so we conclude the first half. Pacers out in front. They lead by 7. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Here with Frank Vogel. And, Coach, you've got to be pleased with that first half. The ball was moving. Your guys were sharing. Things were going.
The third quarter about to get going. Without question, Rodney Stuckey displaying his skills today.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself. Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Freak is out there with Hill. And it's Chalmers in at the point. Now here's Carter Williams.
No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Paul George with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And Freak throws it down.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg.